The Jiucheng Palace Liquan Ming is one of the most representative regular script inscriptions in China. The inscription was written by Weizheng, an official of the Tang Dynasty, and calligraphed by Ouyang Xun. Today, it stands in Lingyou County, northwest China's Shanxi province. During the scorching summer, Lingyou County remains pleasantly cool. This makes it a destination for a resort. During the Sui and Tang dynasties, 4 emperors came to reside here during their summer retreats and to handle state affairs. In the year 593 AD, the Renshou Palace was built for Emperor Wen of the Sui dynasty, specially for the purpose of escaping the summer heat. And later in the year 631 AD, Emperor Taizong of the Tang Dynasty repaired and expanded the palace, renaming it Jiucheng Palace. After its completion, it was still plagued by water shortages. However, during one serendipitous encounter, Emperor Taizong noticed that the ground inside the palace was slightly moist. Using his cane to strike the ground, he then discovered a new source of water. This discovery resolved the water supply problem in the palace. Delighted by this, Emperor Taizong named it Liquan in Chinese, which translates as sweet spring. To commemorate this event, Emperor Taizong of the Tang Dynasty ordered Weizheng to write the Jiucheng Palace Liquan Ming, and calligrapher Ouyang Xun was commissioned to undertake the stone inscription.
俯察厥土，微厥有润，因而以杖导之，有泉，随而涌出。哎呀，有泉随而涌出。
爹爹，
哦，
听说圣上已下旨，让您把魏征大人写的《九成功力全名》写在碑上，是真的吗？
嗯。
外面的人都在嚷嚷，说圣上用手杖一敲，地下就涌出了泉水，还说这预示着我大唐即将走向盛世，是个天大的好兆头。这也是真的吗？
嗯。
爹爹，这是天大的好事，您为何眉头不展？
童儿，爹问你，书写碑文应该选用什么样的字体呢？
楷书，字体端正，笔画工整，与庄严的石碑最相配。
好，那么爹爹再问你，天下会写楷书的人多的是，那么为何圣上单单选我呢？
因为您厉害。
童儿，这个九成宫李全名啊，写的可不仅仅是发现李全的祥瑞之兆，更是盛世之先声啊。碑刻上的文字，少则流传100年，多可传颂1000年。后人要想一观我大唐之风采，会读史、读诗，也会寻碑觅刻。碑刻上的书风，就是我大唐之气象。大唐气象。
什么是大唐之气象？
我的传授诀，你背了吗？
当然啦。眉秉笔，必在圆正，细粒纵横，重轻凝神，凝神。
须凝神静虑。
凝神静虑。
书写楷书， 一定要关注字的间架结构及其所蕴含的气势。四面停匀，八边俱备。
断肠合度，粗细折中。
下笔最不可忙，忙则失势；次不可缓，缓则骨痴。循此诀，才能写就气象庄严、法度严谨的楷书。此楷书才匹配我生机勃勃、繁荣鼎盛之大唐气象。
Jiucheng Palace Liquan Ming is about 1,200 characters long. The style is elegant, beautiful, vigorous, and powerful, with a perfect balance of strength and flexibility. Even today, calligraphy enthusiasts from all over the country still come to Jiucheng Palace in Mingyou County to pay tribute to Chinese calligraphy through their own writings.
In the year 632 AD, Ouyang Xun finally completed the enduring inscription of Jiucheng Palace Liquan Ming. Why is this inscription so remarkable?
Because Emperor Taizong of the Tang Dynasty discovered the Liquan, or sweet spring. It had a big psychological impact on him. It became an important and auspicious sign during the early years of the Tang Dynasty, so it was named Liquan.
The character Li means sweet spring.
Yes, so it is inherently auspicious. The creation of the monumental inscription Jiucheng Palace Liquan Ming was predestined. By the time of the Southern Dynasty, calligraphy had already reached a high level. People had spent several hundred years making great efforts to pave the way for calligraphy to reach its peak. This includes preparation in brushwork, character structure, aesthetic psychology, and writing experience, all of which are indispensable. However, something is lacking, and this is absolute refinement. However, the Jiucheng Palace Liquan Ming is different. It is a calligraphic work that represents royalty, so it must be solemn and meticulous. Therefore, Ouyang Xun has to pay more attention to the character structure and make every stroke precise. The phrase "the best of the best" should not be used lightly. His precise structure and strokes make it difficult for future generations to imitate.
We know that the person who wrote this article was Wei Zheng. He was a famous official at that time. The article describes Emperor Taizong of the Tang Dynasty as someone who not only conquered territories but also embraced cultural virtues and cared for his people. It also clearly demonstrates his main administrative ideas, from his early military campaigns to his accession to the throne. The article also mentions the Liquan spring, using a sentence like, "The spring water stirs up refreshing waves, washing away the filth of the past," to describe it. These famous words are from the Jiucheng Palace Liquan Ming. The article is well written and provides an excellent description of the story of Emperor Taizong. Actually, if we come to look at this stele, we can feel its power transcends history. However, due to the excessive amount of rubbing, the stele has suffered significant damage, which may sometimes go unnoticed if we don't observe it carefully.
It is indeed a regrettable chapter in our history. Professor Meng, as an expert in Tang history, what is your strongest impression when you see the calligraphy and cultural artifacts from this period?
There are three key figures involved. The first one is Emperor Taizong of the Tang Dynasty. The second is Weizheng. If Taizong is considered the eternal emperor, the Weizheng can be seen as the eternal advisor. This reflects the close relationship between the ruler and his advisor. The third figure, Ouyang Xun, exemplifies the influence of Chinese culture. He was the one who wrote the inscription on the Kaiyuan Tongbao coin. This inscription had a big impact, both domestically and internationally. When envoys from Goryeo visited the Tang Dynasty, they not only discussed official matters, but also asked to see Ouyang Xun's works of calligraphy.
They traveled thousands of miles.
Absolutely right. Ouyang Xun has written the most beautiful characters, and these characters have the power to transcend time and space.
Now it's time to start the writing session. 30 calligraphy enthusiasts have been invited to write Jiucheng Palace Liquan Ming. The dot stroke is like a rock falling from a cliff. The horizontal stroke is as wide as the clouds. How should we understand these two phrases?
First, we should write the horizontal stroke evenly and keep the distance between the two horizontal strokes consistent. After that, we can talk about the literary metaphors used by previous calligraphers.
It's like the relationship between walking and running. We need to walk before we can run.
Jiucheng Palace Liquan Ming serves as a fundamental model. Its standardization, consistency, and repeatability have greatly benefited those who learn Chinese calligraphy.
Let's take a look at the writing works of the calligraphy enthusiasts.